Good morning. It's Monday, November 6th, 2023. I didn't upload anything on Friday. I was too busy. But however, I will talk about a trade that I opened. Right now, we're looking at pre-market. Market haven't opened yet, 9:14, so 15, 16 minutes till the market will open. Looking at the futures is pretty flat. It's like up to flat. Oil is up a little bit more. So we're looking at this morning. We're looking at Citigroup is going to do a deep drop cuts. They need an overhaul. So a lot of people are going to lose jobs, but that's the nature. That's how banking industry always been, in the sense they need you to hire a lot more to pay you well, and then when the time comes, market's not doing well, economy is not doing well, they have massive layoff. And that's how it always been in the finance industry, banking sector. So that's the nature of business cycles. So we have some analysts called NVIDIA, Apple. They came out. I will talk about Apple later on. I actually opened a trade on Apple, and let's go. Another thing is I want to talk about Elon Musk launched XAI, Grok, Grok, Grok. It is their own version to rival OpenAI, to compete with OpenAI and all the others. So what's interesting is modeled on the Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, and it's supposed to be a bit of wit, and it can answer spicy questions. That would be interesting. Yeah, so that would be a more lively AI personality. Right? So we'll see how it's gonna go. For example, we respond to a step-by-step cooking. Oh my god, this is not good. No. Yeah, but just for the laugh of it, just more moment while I put up the recipe for some illegal drug, because I'm not totally going to help you with that. So instead of saying no, I cannot give you a recipe, he's going to give you a more funny, witty reply. Right? Of course, that should not be the case. Should not teach people how to make illegal drugs. Right? And how smart you are, on how smart the AI it is. Yeah. There's one thing about these are just things that you don't want to break the law. You stay away. That's the rule. Stay with the rule. Play the game. Right? That's why we're trading, instead of doing all this stupid thing that is just risk assessment, right? Risk and reward. What kind of risk gives you the best reward? You break the law, that's the worst reward, right? In actuality, eventually it's going to catch up to you. That's how it will always work. Right? That's how we can have a stable society. That's how we can have economic growth, and that's why we're trading, because this is the best path. Right? Stay with the law, play within the rules. I enjoy the life as giving you by stable society. Without law, there's no stable society, if you think about that, right? Okay, but anyway, that's just a side thingy. So let's go right into it. So here's the thing: the border market is on the top of a downtrend. You see this nice orange line, right? This is the QQQ. It's above the 200 days moving average, right? And since the nice run of this year, the beginning of this year, right, it tapers off around beginning of July, mid-July or so, and then to this day, this is the low. Connect these 2 points, and these are the high. And very clear, we're at the high now. So we're at the high of the downtrend, but still inside the downtrend. The thing is, I do expect the market to run into this above the downtrend line, to break the downtrend line, just to test the market and see. You gotta help for at least 3 days above this for it to actually to consider breaking this downtrend. For one thing, above this, in this area, above this downtrend line, first of all. So right now, today, we're going to see opening above it, and then we're going to see some fighting, and we're going to see confirmation for. Let it play out for 2-3 days. See if it's going to come back down. Right? But probability-wise, it's a 50-50. And then it become a more neutral territory. For it to resume an uptrend, the QQQ has to go above the white line right here. For it to resume an uptrend, in actuality. Yeah, and there's a long-term line all the way back here. The peak is around this area, this line, this gray line. But so here's the level, basically. You have the right now we have a breakout. The rule is if it's a continuation of breakout uptrend trade, then you open a second bar when it's above the high of the previous bar. That's the breakout rule. However, that's breakout rule on the uptrend, on the breakout, not on the downtrend. And on the downtrend, you need to break through 3 bars, or is it a big momentum bar? That's fine too, right? You need to break because the next area is very close. This is the next resistance area right here, right at the previous peak. There's a whole area between the orange line and the white line. That's just neutral. The market turning more neutral than bearish, right? In that sense. So it's not a continuation of the uptrend trade, even on the breakout. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that given the current environment, eventually it's going to come back down. Eventually, you're going to test this area, and then it's going to test the low again, break below, and see if that's buy. So they're going to look for seller, test for the seller, test for the buyers. Okay. The more it consolidate actually in this area, the better actually settle for the next run. In actuality, and if you really think about this, and this is a consolidation sideways. I mean, it's a flat pattern, and then eventually I'm looking for breakout. But right now, I don't really believe that yet. So at this point on Friday, because Apple on Friday earnings came out on the day before, right after the market closed, and it wasn't anything not too positive in a sense. It's not a huge negative, right, in that, but the fundamental was pointing towards that they did not do as well as they did, and the guidance is the one of the big thing is guidance all the time, right? When we can look at Apple guidance, and you can pretty much see the reason I'm not worried about blah blah blah. Apple's revenue, first quarter revenue miss, timing Goldman Sachs says so. Apple 4Q analyst mix as we guidance weights on strong margin. They have strong margin, but the guidance going forward, guidance is much weaker than expected. So that will cut into it. Definitely, that will cut into it. So yeah, this is November 3rd, 2023. That's on Friday, and you're looking at very market loss, potential market loss to Huawei iPhone sales. Yeah, the new Huawei phone, the Max 6060. My God, they have capability, they have cellular-like capability, not just cell tower. So in places that doesn't have cell tower, you link to cellular, which means you can carry this cell phone anywhere in the world without worrying about getting no signal, first of all. So it just blow everybody up. So in China, we can't buy Huawei over here, but in China, everybody's switching. Besides, iPhone is having iPhone 15 have a lot of issue as far as I know. So, and it's an old dog anyway, iPhone, right? So there's not much upgrade reason on the recent itineraries, different models, so that's no point. Yeah, so target price, the target price, but they all disappointed December guidance, basically, across the board, across laptop, tablets, everything. So that is important, the guidance. Share of Apple ease a little bit, it opened down and it climbed back up a little bit and actually gap down. So that's what happened on Apple, is that they have weak guidance. So I took the trade, opened the trade. I short a little bit early after it broke this area, previous bar, and then decided to climb, and then it was right here. I set my stop loss a little bit too close, I think, still above, and my profit target is right a little bit below the 200 moving days average. However, the bigger trade I have is actually bought November 23rd. When November 23rd is actually just 2 weeks. A bear vertical, 1 for 62 cents. So in event if actually correct, it only cost me $16 for 7 delta. So probability wise, only 7% for it to reach this area. Yes, but all I need to do is move beyond, or if it collapses, that's the 7 delta will continue. So basically 7 delta means I have opened 7 shares in that sense on each contract for $16. So I'm willing to risk $16 total, right, to gain more, because if I hold 7 share, I needed to just move $2, and I'm almost even, right, in that sense. Consider this stock, the pricing for it to move $5. Right? So easily double my potential profit in that sense. The rest is, and if it decides to spike up, right, the market decides to spike up, the most I will lose is $16. So typically, I sell options when it's a quiet market, silent market. But after a trend falling, trend happen, and then on this situation, I want to be protected in that sense. Yeah, but why don't I outright short 7 share of a stock and let it move 2 points against me? I can do that too in actuality, but that's I don't buying and selling stock position outright. That's a linear position. This can compound up in that actually if it continue to collapse, and it did go beyond this point, get close to my area, that will be a 1 to 10. I will tell you that. That'd be my risk reward. I will poke a lot more. This delta continue to change. It doesn't stay the same. So I say that as the delta increase, so I start as it's moving into my money, delta increase more like only instead of owning 7, when it's at 10 delta, that means I own 10 share of the stock. So as you move, this delta will change. And this delta doesn't move in a linear fashion in that sense. So I stand to gain a lot more. When you buy options, that's the thing. Is that, yes, 80% of options expire unexercised. Yes, that's the key. They tell you 80% of the option expire worthless. But the key word actually is 80% of it unexercised. Because even over here, I'm making money. I can close it out, still making money. Even I'm long the options in that sense. So think of it that way. It's a lot of marketing gimmick actually. Yes, I would say in a sideways market in uncertainties, but I'm going for more compound in my directional. So I'm making a directional call. When I make directional call, a very steep directional call, and I think the market is not as pretty as it should be, but it's the month of November, so we'll see, right? Right now, I'm short. And I'm risking like so in actually the trade itself right now I was risking a $4 position to make a $6 1.2. So I was risking $4 to make a 1.2. Overall it's still against the main trend, and I think it's an inside channel, so when it come to a little bit below the median of the channel, right? So that's reversal trade usually for me it's like 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So 4-to-4. So if I set it a little, depends on the situation. I have the orders out there. That's my stop loss and my limit stop and profit taking order out there already. So it's called one cancel order, OCO order, out there already in the trading platform. So and I'm just leave that. And then the option, I would just hold it. And if it comes in my way, it becomes say a 20 delta or so, I will take profit. Think about taking profit on that. It's a short-term option, only 2 weeks anyway, so that's fine. It's not big risk or anything, but I'm more getting into the mindset. But if it's uptrending and stuff like that, that's when I start going heavy in options and start buying option heavily. And I will buy and sell. I will buy spread. This is spread in actuality. It's not a naked position. The most I can stand to make if it go all the way down beyond 162.5 and then it's 157.5. The most I can make, that's pretty good. That's actually $5 on your stock. So each contract can make $500 in that sense. Right? So this minus this, that will be my differential. So that's like 5 points. It is pretty substantial. It's a cheap option, far away delta. But yes, the probability wise, if you look at probability wise, a very low probability of it going to this level, hitting 162. However, I don't need it to hit 162. I need to go inside this green area. Then I will definitely start making some good money in that sense. And the more they drop, the more it compounds itself up when you buy. buy the option. So it's selling the option until you get closer to your strike price, the more you will lose. Yeah, one below your strike price, your loss is rapidly compound up. That's the thing about selling option, as I said. And you be very careful when you sell option. Usually when you sell option because you're going to buy the stock, cash secure puts. Okay? You don't want to just sell the option because you're going for the premium. Don't look at it that way unless you're pretty the trade is going in the way. Let's say this is trending up and you buy some call up here, you want to sell some stuff, some puts down here instead of sell put up there. That's fine too because it's directional. But you have to make directional call in actuality. You have to think about is it up, down, or sideways in that sense too. And that give you more develop your skill set. That's what it is. Yeah. But this is the thing. You make low here. They did make a low on Apple, but I have a divergence. Right? So this is why I'm very careful about this short because I have a divergence. Okay. That is a little worrisome, but I'm thinking when the bottom market comes in, it's going to come in even harder. Right? So I have a divergence here, right? In that sense. And so that's that. That's the trade I took on Friday. It's a small position actually. Reversal is not my main play, but I want to see. Okay, let's just put something out there. Put some trade out there. So that was a 5-day trade. Right now the market is just about to open, and right pre-market, right? The Apple is actually pre-market down actually. I think it just opened. I start seeing the Christmas tree. I call this the Christmas tree. Start lighting up, start moving around. So definitely the market just open, and it's pretty flat. They all pretty flat at this point. Let's see. The first 20 minutes, it's up slightly on the border market. 0.25% right now. We'll have to see. There's no big fundamental this morning. Value is still in a week or two. Morgan Stanley, okay, that's prediction. I can't trade on predictions. Trade on confirmations. In that sense. To consider back in bold character. So what would be? Well, let's look at that. That's an interesting article. What does it take for Tesla to go into bold territory? Right, that is on my list of Magnificent 7. So I'll watch the stock. How much in the past 4 days to close Friday? Okay, came back to Friday watch above the 200 days moving average. So yeah, 200 DMA, 200-day moving average is very important because that tell you if you held the stock for the year, it's around 200 trading days in a year. If you held the stock for a year, did you make money or lose money? That's it. Institutions, they have to justify holding that. Why are you holding something that is not making money year after year, right? So, yeah. But before both start picking up, it's shocking. One of the first lesson of the chart watching is that there's always a bigger trend to respect, and for such a bigger trend, is still a down big way. Yes, you can see pretty much it's still inside a downtrend, right? You can see that after this run, this up, and then this, it's still a downtrend. And then it got to break that downtrend to go. It could be a big uptrend, up sideways in that sense. But the problem is this break, and that is not promising. But it does have a tendency to do that. So it's inside the channel, but it's below the 200 moving average. That's what make it worrisome. So let's go to chart. Let's go to chart of Tesla in a sense. Apple, what is Apple at? So it's why at this critical level, and it's going to do what it does. I'm just going to leave it. Let's go to Tesla in a sense. Yeah, it did this drop, this huge drop. So some intraday lines here. Let me take out some of the intraday stuff. I was watching and trading that, but you have to remove your previous bias, thinking, whatever, and then move on. So I have a very nice line here. Just to get this out. Let's take these out. So I can see, let's connect this guy into here. Perfect. Good. Right. So you have this down channel basically. Let's take out this line too. There we go. Very clear. You have this down channel. That was a level somewhere before the breakout. That was way back in the breakout level. We can take this out too. I'm going to take out the unnecessary information and stay with what's important right now. So it's right at this level. Even above 200-day moving average, it's still on the bottom of a downtrend, previous downtrend. And if the market comes in, it's just going right back through. So it's too close. Of course, if you're fundamental bullish on this, it could be maybe it's just going right back to the previous level right here. So it'll be good if I see some basing, sideways action, and seeing every time they push it down, some tail push it back up. That would be a good thing for now. Other than that, yeah, Tesla still have some way to go. Way to get back in on its feet. It's a lot of headwind. The EV market is getting really crowded. Let's take this. I'm really interested in short. Actually, this right here I can take a short. I want a short. Okay. This maybe lower low. Okay, it's not making lower high. Yeah, it looks like a short candidate. Actually, Tesla is actually a short candidate right now in that sense. Just looks heavy. You have all these resistance on it. Yeah, Tesla is actually a short candidate at this point. But I do have kind of a tail right here. But then I open up here. Trying to see the technicals. Earnings not good, so that's why I sold down. Came back, and yes, it's definitely earning pushed it into negative territory. Came down below 200. I'm riding the market. So, but it's still up. It gapped up today. And let's see what it does. Let's see if we go above this line. I want to see more tails. In actuality, there's a lot of technical level you got to break anyway. So, I was hoping Apple would actually do this, sold off, and then do this, and then that would be a good trade. But somehow, still a lot of Apple fans buying that stock right now. Yeah, but it's definitely heavy. Still on the top of the downtrend. So if anything, the market comes in, this guy's going to come in too. While Tesla actually doing pretty positive with gaps up. So it's probably oversold. People buy it back. Yeah. So I will be watching Tesla and see if anything. Right now I'm not. Although I'm looking for long play, I could do a short trend, but the market is under hostage because of 5% interest rate. So I'm actually thinking about towards next quarter, first quarter or second quarter of next year, that the market will turn around. Really, the semiconductor will come back. Other than that, right now I'm a little bit like short bias sideways, but that could change on the dime. Right? Because of the economic number, all the new things that's going to come in. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So for today, I'm gonna wrap this up right here, and then we'll talk about more. If I want to trade, I will record more. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a good one, everyone.